I will tell you the best one I've ever pulled off. Uh, the guy was working on his eighth or ninth DUI, and I got his case and I started looking at it, and I figured out very quickly that they actually had his driver's license number wrong. They transposed two numbers. So the officer didn't have him pop up as multiple DUIs in the system. He popped up as a DUI first. And I went in there and we pled him guilty to a DUI first at his arraignment. Only time in my career I've ever done that. And double jeopardy attaches at that point because we pled him to a lesser included offense. Therefore, they couldn't come back and toss it and try indicting him under a felony statute. And I told him, you go pay your fine today. You go do the MASAPS courses, keep your head down, your mouth shut, and there's nothing they can do about it. So that was, it wasn't so much great lawyering or anything. It's just you figured out a small problem, and I managed to slip through a rather large loophole on that one. And some of the things that I've done is, especially on the subsequent DUIs, I'll go and get into contact with the Department of Public Safety. They don't have their records together, or other courts don't have their records together. It might be showing up in the system that an individual has multiple DUIs, but they have to be able to go and get a court abstract from some of these little courts in the middle of nowhere, honestly, and they can't do it. And when they can't get the court abstract, then we either get it bumped way down or we get it tossed. I watch a lot of videos. I don't know if you can see here, but I've got two monitors set up here and I got a spot for my laptop, and I'll have multiple videos pulled up and I'll start watching them. And it may be six videos of the same 30-minute stretch that I'm watching. And I've watched those because there was a lady I represented one time. Very unfortunate for her, but she got pulled over at the same checkpoint twice in about 2 week period. And in one of them, they asked her to perform a breathalyzer, and unfortunately, she did the breathalyzer. But fortunately for her, the officer that performed the breathalyzer was not certified by the forensics laboratory. Therefore, that test was invalid. And the whole reason I knew that is I heard him on the video going, "Oh, hell, I don't have my intox card. Can somebody give me their intox card?" And once you play that on the video, prosecutor goes, "All right, we're getting rid of the intoxilizer." And they didn't have anything else on her. I've tried another case where an officer wrote that my client was stumbling everywhere, and there's this really great video of the client walking into the jailing area where they have the intoxilizer machine set up, and this client was handcuffed behind their back. And he wrote stumbling, could barely keep their feet, this, that, and the other. And I handed him the remote control at trial and said, "Officer, when you're ready, you hit play. When you see my client stumble, you hit pause." And the officer played the video the whole way through and said, "Oh, we must have missed something. Let's back it up to the beginning now. Same thing. You see him stumble, you hit pause." And he let it play all the way through. And of course, the judge tossed that one.